Good morning. Before we start, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. I think those are the terms that I'm supposed to use. My name is Demetrius Jones. I am a seasoned car guy in regards to sales. Uh, I've been in the industry for a while now. I started back in 2008, 2009. Took some time off, got back in 2017. I'm considered Carolina's most trusted car salesman. Why? Because I am honest, open, and honestly caring in regards to how I sell my vehicles. Um, that's a flaw in most minds of car people, car salesmen, car managers. That's something that a lot of people disregard and dislike in the industry. They call that a customer advocate. As times have changed and people have become more educated about the buying process, I think it's advantageous for any car salesman to become a customer advocate. Uh, a customer advocate just means that you care about the person that you're sitting across the table from. I can't reach everybody. I can't reach as many people as I would like to reach while sitting in front of a desk. So I decided to start this channel, How to Buy a Car with Demetrius Ilsky Jones. What we're going to do here is educate, opinionate, and educate. I believe that there are a few things that makes the car buying experience worthwhile and can make the car buying experience a true experience. In the dealerships nowadays, the dealerships are talking customer experience, and their talk leads them to implement certain tactics and strategies for the car salesman to follow. But it's become so robotic, so stale, that there's really no difference in the car selling, car buying experience for the customer. There's a lot of headache on the back end for the car salesman. We have to send out surveys. We have to make sure we do the right thing in regards to steps, so that when you get your survey, you have recognized that you went through those steps and you can check yes, thereby giving the dealership a good mark. But at the same time, the customer's not having a true experience. True experience means you sit across the table from someone who cares, someone who can expedite the process, someone who not only knows the ins and outs of the car, but knows the true ins and outs of the sale, and someone who can negotiate on your behalf. That's a car buying experience that most people will never get unless they sit with a person like myself. So in order for you to have a true experience, even if you're not sitting across the table from someone like me, there's a few things that you should have in your tool belt. There's a few things that you should do. We're not going to do the order today. This is the first full video. What we're going to do today, because I told my audience, I told myself that I would do a video once a week on Wednesdays. I did that video. It was on Facebook, not YouTube. So this morning before I head out to the job, I wanted to make sure I reached you and had something to chop up and place on YouTube today. So thank you for being here. And here's what I want to talk about: how to minimize your time at the dealership. How to minimize your time at the dealership. Time has been the issue that most car buyers face. We don't want to spend hours at a dealership. We don't want to spend hours at a dealership. And believe me, the car salesman does not want to spend hours with you. I promise you he doesn't. He might or she might enjoy you and all of those good things, but after an hour of talking to a stranger, sometimes you can run out of things to talk about, and then it gets a little awkward. By that time, you're fidgety, you're ready to go, and honestly, we're ready for you to go. But here's how you can minimize the time at a dealership. One, you need to know what you qualify for, what you want, what you're willing to put down, how many months you're willing to go, what your top of the line monthly payment is, like no fluff, no BS, what it truly is, what you can do. And you need to know, that. Now, I want to break it down, but I didn't want to make this long, not the first video. I don't want to make it long. But let's just say, in regards to monthly payment, personally, I don't want you to get into something that you're going to have to repo. I don't want you to get in something that you're going to have to repo, because if you have to repo it, you probably can't come back to me and purchase a vehicle, for one. For two, a repo on your credit affects more than your car buying ability. So I don't want to ever sell a car to someone that puts them in a position to lose other things, right? So when you come to the dealership, know for sure what your ability is when it comes to monthly payment. And if we're over and beyond that, get up and go. If we're over and beyond that, get up and go. Because what we don't want to do is put you in a position like the people who purchased a car during the pandemic. They paid higher prices. The dealerships made a lot of money, like 111% above what they were making prior. And now car buyers are coming back to the market with those vehicles, and they're $10,000 upside down, which means they're about to carry, if there's no down payment, if they have good credit, they're about to carry $10,000 over to the next vehicle. And when I see you again in 3 or 4 years, you're going to be $15,000 upside down. So what I'm saying is, let's not find ourselves in that position. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can afford the monthly payment. This is going to save you time, because the moment that you're at a payment that you can't afford, it's time for you to get up and go, please. Yes, I would love for you to sit there and just get the deal that I offer you. But if it's a deal that puts you in a position to lose out big on other aspects of your life, I don't want any parts of it. So know your monthly payment. Your monthly payment ability, your monthly payment muscle. Also, have your essentials with you. If you know your credit isn't as good as you'd like it to be, and you know you're going to need a cosigner, bring your cosigner with you. Why? This prevents you from having to make a call, having to leave the dealership, having to come back to the dealership. It prevents all of that. And our goal is to minimize your time at the dealership. So have your essentials with you, your cosigner. If you know your credit challenged, but you know you're pre-approved because you did a pre-approval, that's another way to minimize your time at the dealership. Have a pre-approval ready. You can do that online through various banks, especially your credit union. But have your pre-approval. That'll minimize time. Have your cosigner if you need, and if you went through the pre-approval process, you know what you need, right? Have your cosigner with you. When you come to the dealership, you know what car you're looking at because you got online and looked. You know what your monthly payment ability is because you've weighed out all of your finances. You got online and figured out that every $1,000 equals $20. So you know what this car comes with in regards to what it may cost you in monthly payment. You should also know that 1% of interest equates to $10 to $18. So I've been told. I like to stick with the 10. You can go with the 18 just to be on the safe side. So 5% interest rate adds $50 to your monthly payment. Know that. A 10% interest rate adds $100. A 20% interest rate adds $200 to your monthly payment. So you should know that. I'm giving it to you. Now that you know that, you can kind of calculate what your monthly payment would be on the car that you're looking at. Once you understand that you can handle that, and your credit challenge, so you can handle it, but bring a STIP with you. A STIP is proof of income. proof of residency. We're getting more and more of that from the banks. The banks are wanting proof of income, proof of income. You could be a 750. They're asking for proof of income. It didn't used to be that way. You could be a 750, 800, we wouldn't care. You could put down $200 a month, you're still riding out with a car. Now the banks are getting more strict. So I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't want to hold you up too much, and I want you to come back. We got a lot of conversation to talk about, but I promise you, as you view these videos, as you interact with this conversation, so leave any questions in the comments and I'll answer them as we go, as we move forward. But you will be a better educated buyer, and you will have a great experience from continuing to learn and listen to what I supply you. I'll try to give you it without too much fluff and without being sidetracked, but it gets kind of hard because I am very passionate about selling cars and selling vehicles and helping people. I'll give you a little bit more information about me in one of the next videos so you can understand my heart, because this isn't about anything beyond me wanting to make sure that the general public is better educated about purchasing vehicles. Why? It helps the economy if you're better educated. It helps the industry if you're better educated. It helps you if you're better educated. And it definitely helps the car salesman if you're better educated. So with that being said, let's see. That's going to be it for today. Like, subscribe, share, comment below. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a true conversation. Let's get educated, and let's make our buying experience one that's good for you and I. Until then, peace.